A week ago today, last Thursday, I was driving my truck. I was going away from the house, and the transmission started to act up. And I ended up pulling into a neighboring subdivision, and turns out that the tow truck driver who picked me up, he was a graduate of my same high school. He was class of 1985. And so there was about 20 years between us. And as you might imagine, as I expected, a lot had changed in the area between the time when he went to school and the time when I went to school. And he began to tell me, over here there used to be a fireworks stand, and this road that runs parallel to us, well, that used to end at the railroad tracks. And then over here is where my ex-wife, who I met in high school, lives. And my daughter, who also goes to this high school, she lives with her. And then we turned into my subdivision, and he said, well, actually, this all used to be mud fields, and we would ride our four-wheelers here because the police couldn't catch us. I thought, okay, that's cool. And if we assume that his daughter is now a senior, I don't know what age she is, he didn't tell me, but that's about, 8 years between she and I. And you would think, okay, well, maybe not too much has changed from then to now. But I can tell you that from the time I graduated, and maybe you guys saw what happened after 2006, they drastically restructured the school. And so I mentioned those 3 senior highlights at the start of the message. Well, the portable where we met so often for Spanish Club, that was taken away. And the auditorium where I auditioned for and practiced for and acted in that play Harvey, well, they demolished that. And the room and the foyer where I built relationships with those young ladies who I took to homecoming and prom, those are gone too. None of it remains. And you'd think, well, gosh, I would have expected it to stay, at least 20 years like what was between you and that guy. But that's not the case. You never know how long you have, on this earth, or how long what you love will be here.